apparently Brie Larson's very upset about Captain Marvel. I should say the Marvels. We've talked about this before, but the Marvels is coming out, and Sabrina loves fucking Captain Marvel. She loves her so much. She's her favorite person in the whole world. But I want to talk about the Marvels for a second because we got a little deep dive there. We got to move on. But the Marvels right now, of course, is coming out November 10th this year. Huge. They're trying to push it apparently because of all this shit, but because the marketing is tough. Right now, they're actually sending out like wardrobe people, producers, people that aren't SAG in order to actually promote the movie because they can't. There's no talk shows. There's no way that actors can go out. So that's a whole thing going forward. But the director herself was actually out there, Nina DaCosta, and she was talking about the Marvels. And she had this whole interview, and she was actually saying that she knows that people are very upset about superhero fatigue. And she's like, I get it. And she was doing horror movies before. This is actually much more lighthearted than she's had before. So I think she very much enjoyed doing this. But some of the stuff she said, I'm like, I don't know what's the best thing to say about this movie. But you know what? We'll talk about it. We'll discuss it. But she went to an interview and she said the biggest difference between this movie and other MCU movies is that her Marvel film, The Marvels, is really wacky and silly. And she's like, and she's trying to explain, she said, because they have powers, they're switching their powers back and forth. So there's a lot more humor in there than other Marvel movies, but all Marvel movies have humor. We get that. They love to have fun with the humor.
Ragnarok? Like,
I mean, they love to have fucking humor. It's great. But to say that's wacky and silly, and already this movie is not looking to do well, I just think that Marvel's in a phase right now where, you know, Secret Invasion, I mean, for us, at least personally, I can say it wasn't that good. They tried to do something Sam Jackson, but it still wasn't the best. You know, they've had a lot of bombs. I mean, She-Hulk, I liked She-Hulk a lot. Didn't do as well as I thought it was going to do. And it's like, now they're trying, even Moon Knight. I love fucking Moon Knight. Didn't do well. It really upsets me, but they're talking about shifting gears. Bob Iger was talking about actually doing less of these Disney Plus shows. Hence why they're scrambling, changing stuff, and they're going to focus more on the features. But I hear this and I'm like, you know, this movie's coming out November 10th. Not that far away, right? And I think, you know, she's excited about it. I think she's trying to be lighthearted about the whole thing. But to call it silly and wacky, I don't know if that's a good presence to put out there for this kind of movie. What do you think about this, Rachel? Do you think that that's a good thing to say about your Marvel movie, especially when it's already getting a lot of slack? Because like, you know, Brie Larson herself has apparently been very, you know, there've been a lot of stuff going on there about she wasn't happy. There were struggles because, you know, this isn't Captain Marvel 2, but, you know, it's not really because it's the Marvels. They're combining the stuff. I think that it's like a weird thing to say, but this is what happens when people are not the actors promoting it, right? Like, what do you think about this, Rachel?
I definitely think it's a weird thing to say, for sure. I mean, I don't know why she's talking about a future project right now anyway with all the strike stuff, but
amen.
It's a weird thing to say. I don't know why you would want to promote your movie that way when
it's silly and wacky,
like,
especially.
Silly and wacky. Like you could say it has elements of comedy to it, but at the end of the day, these Marvel films are really kind of more action based than comedy based. Even like the Thor movies, which have gotten very silly and goofy and super fun, and I adore them because they do it very well. Taika Waititi is a fucking genius.
It's fucking great.
The latter Thor movie.
But I
Ragnarok.
don't. I don't know what's going on with the Marvels. Does anyone care? I think is the bigger point here. Does anyone give a shit about the Marvels right now?
I don't think so. That's the thing. Like Rachel, like right now, you know, it's looking to be a bomb. That's what people keep saying online, especially with the early pre-ticket sales. Like everyone, like all the statistics are saying like it's not going to be good. But honestly, I didn't mind Captain Marvel 1. I think it was the best one. Yeah, I mean, I didn't really
mentioned it earlier in the chat. I think it may have been Lexi, but that we are definitely hitting a point where people are just superhero fatigue.
Yeah, well,
nobody
and that's what she was addressing.
Cares.
She was addressing that, saying there's superhero fatigue right now, and that's why she's addressing this. But I think like the whole thing about calling it silly and wacky is not the best route to go, especially when you know people are already upset about this, and people are very judgmental in the Marvel community. They're very judgmental, and they are going to be like, this will set people off not to go see this movie. It will. I mean, like I said about Blue Beetle earlier, just James Gunn saying like, you know, we're revamping the whole universe.
I don't know what the note is in.
We'll make people not go see it.
I think it was in a response to me saying, "Does anyone fucking care?"
Oh, I know.
I think so. I think so too.
What do you fucking care?
I don't know. I mean, you don't want to. Do you want to see this at all, Rachel? Are you excited about this at all?
there was a time where I was really into the Marvel projects, and I even liked the first Captain Marvel movie, and I liked her presence in the Avengers movies. But
great, strong female character.
I don't give a shit about a second one, and like, it's so hard to keep caring about what Marvel puts out.
It's okay.
I'm happy to take the crumbs of whatever female superhero they were giving to me at the time.
It was like Tom Cruise as a female movie. That's what it was.
You should
Tom
hold
Cruise
out
as a
for
female
Barbie. Don't settle for this bitch.
in Top Gun.
Okay,
It
that
was
was
Top
like
Gun.
5 years ago this fucking movie came out.
That's
I
it.
know.
It was so long ago.
Dude, I saw it on the fucking plane, fell asleep, woke up. I fell asleep bored, woke up, and I was like, this piece of crap is still fucking on? Like, it was alarming. And I'm like, and Jude Law, and I like Jude Law. I was like,
Jude Law's fucking great.
Yeah.
Friend of the show.
Terrible.
I'll say, I haven't watched it again. I've seen it once. That was enough.
Yeah, it's enough for anybody. I saw it a half of once, and I was like, fuck yourself.
It was fine. I liked the way they took the America character in Doctor Strange. I thought that was fun, but I just don't know if I care about
Jessica
this.
Rambeau, she's great in there.
I don't think I do.
She was actually really good.
She's really good. And she didn't fucking die. You can't die in that situation. She's fucking so strong. And like Ethan said in the chat, like if McDonald's already has toys out, there's something fucking wrong. It's way too early for that shit.
This is a strange story, and I'm not going to go into it, but I strangely was trapped in a McDonald's drive-thru recently. And there was a sign. I know, it sounds so weird, but it happened. And there was a sign on the speaker that said, "We are out of Marvel toys. Kindly go fuck yourself." And I was like, I don't even know what's happening right now. And then I called Brian, and I was like, I'm kind of trapped, because we had a podcast. I'm like, I'm kind of trapped in a McDonald's line. I don't know how long this is going to take. He's like, can you get some fries? And I'm like, yeah, yes, I can. I already passed the window and gave it 2 fucking middle fingers when they were like, we're out of Marvel toys. Like, who? What? Like, so then the lady was like, did you order anything? I'm like, no, but I'd love a large fry. Thank you.
We know how much you wanted that Brie Larson Captain Marvel figurine, didn't you?
I didn't know it was Captain Marvel or Loki or what. Like, I didn't know, because, they come out with a ton of shit at all times.
You love Brie Larson.
Brie Larson can unkindly go fuck herself in the ass without lube with any large object that she can find.
So Sabrina, you're excited about the Marvels, right?
Excited,
you think that this,
I don't even know
does
what
this
to do
help? Does this help the campaign
my God, with
at
this
all?
picture. Are you kidding with the blowing the bubble gum? Ugh. Look, I don't know, that Disney show or Nickelodeon, Disney.
It felt like a Nickelodeon show.
I almost wanted to call it, because it seems like it would be or could be. It's like a Thunderman-esque situation. Actually, a Thunderman's was much, much better and done way better than this was.
Shout out to Chris Tallman, friend of the show.
Rosa Blase, my girl, love you. Jack Griffo, Kira, I almost said Knightley. Wow, that's a lot. Kasarian, sorry.
Friends of the show.
Yeah, and obviously Diego and
Addison. Fuck yeah.
Thank you. Oh, and what about the littlest fucking princess? Maya.
We're
baby.
We're sidetracked here a little bit.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just saying, like, that was done way better than I was thinking. Thunderman Sue, says Ryan. It was done way better than this. I don't even know what it was called, but
the Marvels. The Marvels.
No, the one that the girl is in.
Oh, Miss Marvel.
No, thank you. Okay, hard no, thank you.
This is Brie Larson, very pissed off that she wasn't the star of the movie.
Yeah, I know, that's the truth. Like, she literally, there was like, she didn't get along with anyone in that movie. Ethan, I love that comment, honestly. She was apparently so upset. She refused, like, she made that it's a good
Thank
comment.
you, Ethan. That's a good belly chuckle right there.
It is a good comment. I'm not sure if you are familiar with me, Ethan, but I hate this bitch. Like, right here. Like, oh, right here. Where is she? There she is. Fuck her. She is like a horrible human being. Wait, how do I point my finger? You know who I'm talking about.
You were the right way. You were the right way.
I'm sorry.
I
hate her. I hate her so much. She's a horrible person. She like makes life difficult for everybody. And thinks that she's the shit. And was like, it's my movie. The reason why the first movie was so successful is because I was in it and because my name was attached to it. Because she was in fucking Room, which was like fucking, critically acclaimed for 48 minutes, the same year that the Danish girl won the Oscar. So I just feel like she thinks who the fuck she is. And of course, that's why she's in the middle. She was very upset when they changed it from what was Captain Marvel 2 to the Marvels, because she didn't want to share the screen with these other 2 young ladies.
Who are fantastic.
Honestly, in the trailer, the show sucked, to be honest with you. Whatever it was, the Disney show sucked. But in the trailer, she is so endearing and adorable. The girl blowing the bubble with her iconic
Her iconic bubble blow.
her iconic. I mean, just I don't know. She was very endearing in watching the trailer, and also
Villani.
Villani's. That's her name.
I'm a Villani.
Wait, the bubble blowing or
Yeah.
Okay. Well, can you tell me what the bubble? No, that was bubble blowing.
Fiona Paris's or
Thank you. Yes, she was in WandaVision. Yes.
yeah, yes,
Yeah.
I actually really loved her character in WandaVision.
so good.
And I'm actually and her story with her mom. Like I love her being part of that. Brie Larson can kindly go fuck herself, and like I said, not actually kindly. However, now that they have Khaleesi being a Marvel, all of a sudden, Khaleesi
Riding her fucking dragon and having all that.
Khaleesi can stick her fist up Brie Larson's ass and make her explode. I would like for her to take her place. Not that I love that either,
With
but
Groot's arm.
I just don't want her to have anything to do with it. I hate her so much.
Rachel, you probably know that, but at the end of Secret Invasion, spoiler alert,
Oh, whoopsie! Sorry.
Khaleesi got everyone's powers. She got Groot's powers.
All the powers.
She got Drax's powers. She got Mantis'
Thanos.
powers. She got Captain Marvel's powers. She
All
got
the
everybody's powers. So she's like the most superior of superior superhumans.
I
And
love
apparently,
that actress. Emma something or another.
Khaleesi, she's great.
She, from Game of
You're
Thrones.
doing-
I
yeah.
don't know her name.
Yeah, she's great. Yeah, she's fucking great. I
But
like her.
I will say this, okay? You're gonna give somebody all the powers of the Marvel universe who's a scroll. Fucking weird choice.
Super Scroll.
Weird fucking choice. But good for you. I guess you could. She went to the Do Less School of Acting for Secret Wars. I'm just gonna let you know that because it was like I was just like, is anybody acting?
Amelia
Like,
Clark.
literally.
Amelia Clark.
Amelia
Why does
Clark.
Brie
There you
Larson
go.
have to go and ruin Brie Larson for me? And then, wait, why does Brie Larson have to go and ruin?
Brie Larson's
Is-
out
is
here
that
ruining
Krista?
Brie Larson for everybody.
I had to read it
that's
twice.
Krista.
I was like, wait, what?
Right. Because they
April,
keep
you're right.
putting her in projects that I would like to enjoy.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, I think, but my favorite performance she ever had was like the 6 minutes she was in the Fast and the Furious '94. Like, recently.
94. It's just
It's me.
this whole thing though. It's like for a director to put this out there, I think it's just really, Krista. I think it's really bad press to say that. I think it's just not appropriate for if you're a director to say that's a silly and whack, especially when you know you're in bad press. But again, she's probably just excited because she was doing horror movies and now she's doing something more lighthearted, and I think that's why it came from that. But I guarantee you had problems on set already. You know where Marvel's at right now, and people like to fucking go nuts on stuff. So it's just the way the world works on the internet. And Sabrina's gonna hate this regardless. Rachel, are you gonna watch this?
100%. I'm gonna hate it regardless.
I
But it
know.
also looks like a fucking piece of shit.
I don't know. I don't know if I'll catch it. I'm kind of behind on Marvel stuff, and I kind of don't know if I give a shit anymore.
I'll watch Barbie 3 more times before I watch this piece of crap.
overwhelmed on Marvel shit.
I'm gonna have to watch it for this goddamn show, and I'm pissed off about it.